Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you have decided to join me today. I am super excited for this video, not only because we're going to get to talk about a really fun topic, what are 10 things that you can get rid of in your life today, but also because this is a collaboration with another YouTuber who I absolutely love. Her name is Elizabeth Grace, and if you do not know her, definitely go ahead and check out her YouTube channel. I'm going to link it either here or here, one of those two corners, and she is going to be posting another 10 things that you can get rid of in your life today. So I'm posting 10, she's posting 10. Definitely after you finish this video, go watch hers because they are going to be amazing, and I think that having these ideas for things that you can get rid of in your life today will be so helpful. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the 10 things that you can declutter from your life today. The first thing that you can get rid of is discolored or rusted jewelry. I think that a lot of us have this in our lives, and it's not something that we want to hold on to. I know I'm probably guilty of this. I'm after this probably going to have to go through my jewelry, but I definitely am guilty of holding on to old cheap jewelry that, you know, like that gold jewelry that rusts and it turns green. That's disgusting. You don't want to wear even a nice looking piece of jewelry when it looks like that. So definitely that's a great piece just to let go of. Obviously, it's not something you're wearing. It's not something that's adding value. So just let go. The second thing that you can get rid of today is freebie pens or pencils. Basically any pen that doesn't work. We never actually use them, but they just stay in our lives for whatever reason. Also, pens that don't work. How often have you gone to use a pen and like sat there scribbling in a circle for what seems like an hour and no ink ever comes out? Just get rid of those. They're a waste of time and a waste of space in your house. So definitely that's something that is good just to pass on, let go of, and then don't introduce them into your life again. A third thing that you can declutter today is expired makeup and nail polish. Nobody is going to paint their nails with that goopy nail polish that just like goes on as a glob. Nobody uses that, so there's no point in holding on to those products if they're not adding value to your life. The fourth thing that you can get rid of are socks without pairs. This is one that for some reason we feel like just deep down inside of us we will find the pair to that sock one day. And one day never comes. So get rid of socks that you don't have pairs to. Also, if you have a sock with holes in it, nobody likes having their toes sticking out or of the sock or having holes on the bottom. So just get rid of those pairs that have holes, get rid of the pairs that have no pair. So it's just a single sock, but you know. The fifth one, and this one is hard for me because I'm a crafty person, but get rid of craft supplies that you don't use anymore. I think that a lot of creative people just tend to hoard craft supplies with the idea that one day they'll use all of these supplies that they have, but in reality there's probably a core group of craft supplies that they reach for. Think about what you use and what you don't use and make the decision to let go of the stuff that you don't use, because honestly, holding on to things for what if scenarios really just ends up adding unnecessary clutter to your life, and in the end it really is worth it just to let go. Okay, the sixth item that you can let go of are clothes that are too large or too small. And this is one that so many people, including myself, are guilty of, where if our weight fluctuates or if we haven't decluttered in a long time, we'll hold on to clothes from when we were way younger, when our style was completely different, when we were a completely different size. These are things that we never actually wear because either we can't wear them because they don't fit or they look ridiculous. It's really good to go through your clothes, figure out what fits, figure out what doesn't, let go of what doesn't. Okay, the seventh thing that you can get rid of is stationery that you don't use. Now, I'm not saying get rid of all of your pens and pencils, get rid of all of your paper, get rid of all of your notebooks. Like, some of that I'm sure you use. But at the same time, how many of us have stationery kits that were sent to us at some distant point in the past that we haven't pulled out in years? Those are definitely things that you want to go ahead and let go of. I would say the same thing is also true of pens and pencils. I recently went through my pens and I believe I only kept 5 of them, and it's really funny because I always used to be the person who lost all of the pens that I had. Like, no sooner would a pen enter into my hand than I would lose it. But since reducing the number of pens I had to only 5, I have found that I keep track of them a lot more because I know that I don't have as many. And so that's definitely been something that I've really enjoyed. And so I definitely recommend going through your stationery, your writing utensils, your notepads, your sticky notes, your rulers, all of that. Figure out what you need and reduce the amount of stuff you have to what you need. The 8th thing that I recommend that you get rid of today is uncomfortable and itchy clothing. And I think this is something that for whatever reason we hold on to, once again, just for some psychological reason. We feel like someday it'll be comfortable or that someday we'll enjoy wearing it. But if it isn't comfortable, if it's itchy, we just don't reach for it because I think we as humans enjoy comfort. Realistically, you don't need to keep it in your life. Okay, the 9th thing that you can get rid of today is kitchen tools that you do not use. This is talking about the cherry pitters, the mango slicers, the avocado cutters. Figure out what you need, what you use on a regular basis, and reduce the items in your kitchen to just that. For everyone, this is going to look a little bit different. Kitchen tools that you don't use frequently, it's okay to get rid of. A rule of thumb I would say is if you haven't used it in the past month or the past 2 weeks, let go of it. And if it is something that is like a special case scenario, try to limit the number of special case scenario items that you have as far as kitchen tools to 5 items. For example, I may not have sushi every single week, but I do have it occasionally, so I do have a sushi roller. But I only have probably less than 5 really, but only about 5 items that I'm using on a less than weekly basis. Okay, and the final thing that you can get rid of today is old electronics and cords. Definitely as far as old electronics go, try to figure out where it is best to recycle or resell them and go through that route. But I feel like so many times I'm just like looking around the house and I find these electronic cords and I will try to remember what electronic that cord goes to, and realistically it's probably from some piece of equipment that I haven't used in years or that I don't even own anymore. It's really good to just go through your electronics, figure out what you need and what you use, just get rid of the rest. I was talking to my friend the other day and they still had a Walkman. Do you guys remember what those were? Let me know in the comments below if you ever had a Walkman, because those were the thing back in the day. Yeah, I'm old. If you have old electronics, cords, any of the pieces and gadgets that go with electronics you don't use anymore, get rid of them. So those are my 10 things that you can declutter today. Let me know in the comments below what's something that you would suggest that everyone else declutter. I know there are so many areas and I definitely think that it is a worthwhile thing to go through and evaluate the things that you own, get rid of what is excess. As I mentioned before, this is a collaboration with Elizabeth Grace and I absolutely love her and her channel. She has so much great content about minimalism, veganism, really just living intentionally, so many things that I'm passionate about. So I definitely recommend that you go and check out her video and get inspiration for 10 more things that you can declutter. I will go ahead and link her video in the description box below. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would totally appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, let me know that you enjoyed it. And if you would consider subscribing to my channel, I would absolutely appreciate it. It's something that doesn't take long for you to do, but means the world to me. Well guys, I hope that you have an amazing day today, and until next time, I encourage you to live intentionally and to love well.